You're watching Ski Dad TV.
So I'm out here skiing and I'm on these old beat up ski swap sale skis that I picked up that I thought I could refurbish, and they're just way over base beveled and the binding has got some issues and it's real rocky, and so it's humanized me in a way that I'm slowing it down and I'm starting to feel something. So I'm out here on day 2 thinking of this concept, and I have come to the conclusion that it is ride, float, and sting. When I am riding through completion into transition, I do my transition lift of the feet. Maybe it's a hop, maybe it's a jump. I get my feet up in the air, go less than body weight. I go through my rotation phase, and I'm trying to get the skis into the fall line. That's my ski deviation, whatever it is. And then I am engaging the ski with a sting, I think is a good word for it. I come in and engage the ski with a hard sting, all trying to go that way. And I grip super strong into my sting, and then there's a spot where I switch from the sting and get back into a ride phase. Let's bring it over to the board here so we can be on the exact same page as to what we're talking about. Ride phase is right here. Now you need ride phase to get into float. Okay, you can't just jump into a turn. You need the G-forces from the ride phase, where you're gonna have 2 clean skis strongly engaged in the snow. You're carving, okay? Your center of mass is going to be moving closer over your base of support, hips moving over the feet. And then there's going to be that little pop, little jump, float, where in the float, the skis are deviating, are twisting, rotary movements into the turn. And then sting is where you are engaging the ski and trying to grip and get your direction aimed back that way. Now, what I was feeling in these runs that we're looking at is, as I was coming out of ride and going into float, I was really staying in the sting for a long time, okay? I'm gripping the snow, the skis are bending, fully bending, turning through this phase of the turn, and then I get to the point where I just lock the edges back in and get back into ride, okay? So the float, jump, pop, switch, floating, turning, pivoting, the skis are rotating underneath me, then I engage the ski, and then I am pushing through the turn where I am trying to get the direction going. Ski is bending, it's dirty, it's a little bit slidey. And then here at some point, I go from the sting, which is gripping and dirty edge pressure, to boom, clicking it in, locking it in, and riding out on 2 clean skis. So what I'm proposing here is not this exact shape of everything, okay? As I get down the hill, the blend from the sting into the ride can move all the way up into here, okay, almost to the point where you get float into ride. But you're gonna have a sting. You're gonna have that moment where you're stinging and then boom, quickly engage the ski, get it into ride, and 2 clean tracks are coming out. Now the way I've got this drawn, this is kind of a cone shape. Okay, if you're coming in really inside, you're doing a lot of pivoting through your float here, and you're engaging this nice little tight arc, you're gonna bring your ride up a little higher. If you're doing this large float way out all the way to the wall, and then you engage the ski at the wall, it's pretty easy to go from float all the way to the wall, just sting it quick. You're gonna have 1 ski length of sting, and then you're gonna find ride and ride through the turn. So what I want to emphasize here is that this movement pattern, this approach to skiing, doesn't have to look one way every time. Your float can be different sizes. It can be in a different shape. Your sting can be different sizes, can be in a different shape. But your ride every time is gonna be 2 clean skis in the snow with power, allowing you to come back into another float, find your sting, get your edge engagement, and boom, running out. Now here I am talking about it in real time with my buddy George on the left. Here I come through ride phase. Ride phase, less than body weight pressure. I'm going across the hill. Maybe it's a hook, could be a hook. Skis are hitting here. Now I'm trying to sting fall line. I'm stinging, I'm stinging, I'm stinging, I'm stinging. And then right there, I brake to, from right here, I brake to ride. So I'm stinging here, through, and then there's an effect, right there, there's an effective release of the edge, but I stay on it with pressure, and I feel like I'm riding. Like this is a deliberate, from here to here, is very much on edge pressured skiing.
Yeah, and
then I pop out.
The tension on the ski is released.
Yep.
It's got to go somewhere, and
here's
it's acceleration forward.
Here's the sting, and then right here, I'd say, is ride. Ride, float, and sting. Ride through the completion. It's down the fall line at an angle. It's a linear ride. And then there's the float, little jump, twist. You do all your cool initiation stuff in the float. And then the sting is engaging the edges and getting the turn done to get back into ride. That's all the battery life I got for this one. Please tip your ski instructor and keep shredding.